Hey guys, welcome back to the Top Cheddar podcast. Today's episode 6. We're back. The news is starting to slow down, so that's kind of why we didn't have an episode last week. But we got enough news today to talk about. Quite a bit of contract signings. Christian today is going to be camera off. He's in between apartments. He's in the middle of Uzbekistan, middle of a battlefield right now. So he's camera off.
Yeah, a little scuffed, but we'll make it work. But next episode we should be back. So I just want to respect the space I'm in. So
yes, sir.
We'll keep it that way.
Yes, sir. All right, let's get into it. Might be a little quicker episode today. We got some people got stuff going on, So
yes, sir.
We're gonna move through as fast as possible. Christian, how's that looking for you?
That looks beautiful. Yeah, like Carson's saying, not a lot of news, but pretty decent news still. We got 2 big contracts we'll talk about here in the episode, and then news is definitely gonna slow down, of course, and that's just okay. But yeah, I think we'll jump into it. Yeah, we've got the NHL here thing. And I'll let Carson kind of talk about it. He's got to spread some awareness here.
All right, guys. So yeah, we're gonna start with the NHL 27 quote unquote controversy. Because the problem here is, NHL 27. We didn't have high hopes going in, and then they released the trailer and they new mode called Connected Franchise. The whole selling point of the game, right, is this new mode Connected Franchise, which is a remade mode of something called GM Connected, which we haven't seen since 2014 in NHL 14. And so everybody's freaking out. And then people start digging into the details behind this mode. EA released this mode knowing darn well that when they announced it, people were going to freak out. And that's exactly why they hid these details. This mode is a shelled out version of the GM Connected. It is unfinished, unpolished, completely just a disgrace to the gaming community. And honestly, it's a slap in the face that EA thinks that they can put out this this absolute crap content and expect people to go and buy the game, especially when the next closest thing for a selling point to them was new playbooks and new presentation packages. It's like, are you serious?
Yeah, it was like the arena overhaul too.
Yeah.
that's your biggest thing. It's like, come
on.
It's
dude.
cool, but come on.
But seriously, okay, so we're gonna talk about what is kind of what's the actual problem here. So the problem is that these connected franchise leagues, you can only have in order to start a league, you need 3 users. Well, what about guys like me and Christian who maybe are the only 2 people we know that kind of play Chell consistently? It's like, well, then we can't have our own franchise league. It's like, that's stupid. And then even if you were able to get 3+ users into a league, they also have made it so that you cannot interact with any of the CPU teams. The CPU, you cannot play them, you cannot trade with them, you can only play and trade between each other. And that is an extreme issue given that, again, only if you have 3 people. What, are you going to have a league where you just play between the 3 of you? That's boring. And then on top of that, there's no season by season progression, meaning you're going to be playing the 26-27 season over on loop and over and over, and it's going to be the same players. There's no drafting, there's no contracts, there's nothing. It's completely shelled. And you know what? This is a starting point. But the problem I have is that this was a fully totally decked out mode in 2014. It is 2026 and we are releasing stuff like this. And another part is that you have a fully functional mode in franchise mode and all those features are in franchise mode. All you would have to do is port those over and implement
just get a multiplayer.
Yeah, and implement it into and I know they can do it because they do it with Madden every year. Madden, you can do online franchise where you and your buddies can join a league, and it's fun to kind of have those interactions between you and your friends who can play each other, but you also play it feels like a full league experience. And so EA knows damn well that what they released was crap and that it needs to be fixed. And so there is a portal online that you can do to give feedback. I've already posted my rant paragraph and put that on the portal. If you're watching this and you care about the video game, which I don't know who will,
Preston's put me on ball. I didn't even know about this rant portal.
It's a feedback portal, and we're gonna put up a clip of this on socials and try to spread awareness. But if you do want this game to be successful, I highly recommend that you go into this feedback portal and tell them that they need to fix it because this is unacceptable, and I know that they can fix it and have it ready by September because it's such an easy thing to do. because it's already a thing in the game. It's not like they have to completely rebrand it's already a thing. It exists offline. Just turn it online. I'm not a game dev. I don't want to act like I am, but if you could do it in 2014, if you have a mode that's literally the same, but it's just offline now, you can do it now. You can figure it out and fix it now. So I don't know what they need to do, but they need to fix it. So honestly, like, at this point, it's like, I don't even know if I'm going to get Shell 27 right now because I'm just upset because I'm not going to buy $70 game to just get new presentation packages. And that's what I'm going to leave it at. So I don't know, Christian, if you want to talk about this a little bit. I know maybe you don't know as much.
Yeah.
But
so I'll talk actually a little bit about like a financial sense of it. So I know EA got the buyout this year. I can't remember. I think it was a Saudi Arabian company.
It was,
quote me on that.
It was.
But like, I know a lot of people, obviously there's probably a lot of mixed racism in this, of course, too. But like, a lot of people are upset that the Saudi Arabian company bought it. But like, there's been a lot of downgrading quality since I think this buyout has happened, is what I was kind of reading online. And it seems to be a trend now at this point. It seems to have followed through to our side of it, me and Carson being the NHL side of it. I know, so I think college football had a big backlash. I mean, Carson talked about a couple nights ago.
The audacity.
And they got fixed, yeah.
The audacity after that to...
The microtransactions.
To then
and like
release NHL in this unfinished state. It's like, what are you guys
it's like, did you not learn?
Yeah.
So it's I think we can also take that in a positive spin of, okay, EA will fix it. We just need to bitch them out first.
And that's the problem too, is it's like it kind of feels
the problem,
it feels hopeless in the sense that like a lot of people are like, we can bitch and whine as much as we want. They're not going to fix it. People are still going to buy the game, and that's the problem. We are the problem. Is that we're still going to go buy the game.
The pile.
Yeah, it's like they don't care. So I would say it's just like.
But but kind of no, you're good. But no, like literally just kind of going off that, it's. I think EA, if you're already in a negative light from a business perspective, it's like, dude, you kind of got to bring it back here. You got to get it back to your fan base. And I think they kind of rely on EA. Does have pretty dedicated buyers when it comes to sports games. 2K, of course, and Madden, of course, super huge games. They're the biggest sport game company probably in the world, and they know people are going to buy it every year. It's a recurring buy game. It's just like COD. It's no different than that, like Call of Duty, me and COD. Mm-hmm. But so they know that, like Carson said, it's like the problem is like seriously, to anyone like obviously listening to this, of course it'd be awesome if you did, like we had a lot of people listening to it, but like if you get these games, stop buying them until they fix it and make better quality stuff. Stop feeding the problem there. I think that's we're gonna use our voice with this. Obviously, again, we don't have that big of a platform, but like
we're gonna use the one we have.
One day we do. Yeah, it's like we're gonna use the one we have. It's like, stop buying it. Stop feeding the problems, feeding the addiction of like buying it. But I'll leave it at that. It's pretty much what Carson said. He covered all like the main features of it. But bro, all you had to do is just make franchise mode multiplayer.
Yeah.
So you do really. We would have been happy.
Yeah.
But hopefully they fix it. Hopefully just like college football. But seriously, put your opinion on that portal like Carson was talking about. Get angry. It's okay.
Yeah.
Use your voice. These corporations don't. They'll be okay without your money for a little bit. It's okay. EA makes billions of dollars in microtransactions anyway, so it's all good. But yeah, like, use your voice. It's just like, we love Chell. We play it every year. We don't talk about Chell much on this channel. We talk about more obviously the NHL league, of course, but this is a part of our hockey fan experience too, is playing the games.
Totally.
So it affects us as well, but it affects all the hockey community. So it's I'll leave it at that for me. Just use your opinion. Let them know.
Very well said, Christian. Very well said. Yeah, it's like we have a platform and we want to use it, and so we don't agree with what's happening. So let's make a change. Moving on to
other terms.
Moving on to some real NHL news now. Away from video games. Jason Robertson, it feels like he's been on the episodes for the past like 4 episodes. Just we're talking about the progression. So he ended up signing a deal for $12 million for 1 year with Dallas, and then he's going to be an unrestricted free agent next summer. But it was an odd situation because it's like, dude, we knew what you were getting offered to go and play in like Seattle and stuff. So maybe the whole kind of idea the whole time was does he want to be in Dallas? But then understanding that he was willing to sign this contract there and take less money than he could have had, it's like, well, maybe he wants to stay in Dallas. Dallas will have some money off the books next year, so then they should be able to sign him to maybe a more reasonable contract. But just an interesting situation given that it kind of seemed like he was on the outs, and then all of a sudden arbitration came around, and now he signed a 1 year, $12 million deal, taking significantly less than he could have made in other situations.
Yeah, I mean, hard to see that sweater stay on him. I'd like to see Robo go somewhere else. But that's from a Wild fan perspective. And we've talked about that before. Like Carson said, I think he's been on this episode. It feels like damn near our entire career so far of the show. But
yeah.
But I mean, obviously, yeah. I mean, just obviously the time that we started it. Of course, he's going to be on here. I think the 1 year is interesting. Like Carson said, if Dallas frees up some money, great, you can sign him. But yeah, pressure is on for Dallas still, and pressure's on for Robo too to sell himself still. That point still stands. I think you got to hit that century mark. That doesn't change. We talked about this. I won't get into that again. But I think 12 million is great. I think he obviously wanted more, but
makes the Leo deal look even more stupid because it's
it's just
oh man.
Yeah. So, but I mean, yeah, we talked about the Leo Carlson deal. It's Robo's better than Leo Carlson. Hopefully that's not a hot take where I'll get flamed on the internet for, but I'm still standing by my other take, by the way. But
yep, respect.
But but I'm excited to see what Robo does in Dallas if they keep the core around him and he keeps doing that. Hopefully we can get some 5-on-5 scoring from them. Hopefully not against us, of course. But I think if they work on that, this team could truly be a big contender. If you keep Ottinger in net, Ottinger's a lights-out goalie when needed. He does choke at times, but so does every goalie.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't have much to say about this one, honestly, Carson. It's kind of hard because it's like we talked about him so much.
Yeah.
That it's like
it's kind of already.
I think it's kind of a meh ending to the story. I feel right now. I think when we talk about it next summer here and what do you see what he does, then it'll be kind of heated back up again. But yeah, Robo's in Dallas for another year, so it's like it's not super eventful. I mean, 12 million, great contract. I think he deserved a little more, but especially obviously put against the Carlson contract. But again, we talked about how insane that is.
It's hard to use that as a benchmark. It's such a dumb contract. So.
And I won't be crazy and say Robo's better than McDavid, unless no. But also, shout out the McDavid jersey.
Yeah, I forgot to. Yep, McDavid jersey today. I didn't really have a jersey.
I'll do it for you, Carson.
Thank
it's
you,
okay.
Thank you. Yep.
I think I don't really have much to say on it. I mean, in all honesty, it's like we've covered him so much. So I think it's kind of a dead story at this point. It's just, like I said, kind of a meh ending to me right now. It's just like, cool, Robo stays in Dallas.
Yep, and
but I'll let Carson kind of say his thoughts. Yeah,
they were first round exits last year, and obviously they're cup contenders. We know that they're one of the better teams in the league, so we understand that. And they could very well make a run to the conference finals next year, depending on how the playoff route plays out. That's another. We talked about that already with the whole playoff system needing to be fixed. But I mean, Dallas stays good for another year. This is their best player, undoubtedly their best player. So it's like keeping him, keeps them contenders. If he left, Dallas definitely is going to be feeling that. But for now, they stay alive, and they're going to be contenders next year. So, yeah, it's good to see good competition. Obviously, as a Wild fan, you kind of sucks, but what can you do? So, all right.
Yeah.
Next topic, staying in the Central. We got
this is a newer one, yeah.
Yeah, young kids. Connor Bedard. Obviously, we talked about him last episode being obviously injured, going to be out for a little bit, but with that being said, Chicago still felt comfortable signing him to 5 years, $75 million, $15 million a year. What a contract for the kid. This makes him, I believe, the third highest paid player in the league, and is kind of another example of those newer, higher contracts. However, I do feel that this is a much more deserved contract in a sense.
Yeah, I think there could be hot takes on both sides.
And I mean, it's 15 mil, so that's $3 million less. And I will say it, I'm very confident in saying that Bedard is a better player than Leo Carlson. Obviously, there's some health issues, but if he can stay healthy, this contract I feel like this is a good contract.
Pretty fair.
And this is
pretty fair for the Blackhawks.
Yeah, and you know what? The Blackhawks, I'll give them respect. They really turned things around here, and I can't remember if I added on a Patty Kane slide, but we'll see later. But Patty Kane, if it's not there later, we can talk about it now in the sense that like they just signed Patty Kane too. It's like, and they got Bowen Byram, and it's like they're kind of building a little bit of a not a cup contender team, but maybe a team that could
rebuild.
Yeah, make a push here. Like I said in the last episode, they could maybe sneak into that last Western Conference final. I feel a lot more confident with that last Western Conference playoff spot now that I know Patty Kane's joining the squad. Patty Kane is a great player. I mean, and he's still producing at his age. So it's like the fact that they got him back in Chi-Town, where he where it all started, it's like,
Yeah,
heck,
the goat's back in town.
heck yeah, like that's awesome. There's a little bit of hype behind it. So Chicago's got a little bit of mojo, and I think they could possibly ride this, especially knowing that they got their young star locked up for the next 5 years. I think they could ride this into possibly bringing back the dynasty again. I'm not going to say they're going to be at that same level where they win 3 cups, but they might be back where they're not just we're playing Chicago tonight. Yep, chalk up the 2 points. It's like, it's a little bit of competition.
No, I mean, yeah, because I think, like Carson said there, I don't even think we even have a slide because it just happened with the Patty Kane signing. Carson texted me, and I think I put literally the GOAT is back in town. Yeah. I texted our other buddy who we know is a big Blackhawks fan, family from Chicago. Immediately, GOAT is back in town. Like, this is pretty cool. Like, I mean, obviously, Patty Kane is not the player he used to be. He's old. That's okay. But, like, holy crap, that dynasty, me and Carson talk about it, I think, multiple times on the show so far. But it's like, that's what we grew up with. So it's like, we know that the most. But it's like, that was so much fun to watch. Oh, so much fun to watch. I think he's one of the top scoring Americans of all time in the league.
I believe so, yeah.
So it's like, obviously he's got that legacy there, but good players elevate other good players. So it's like maybe him and Bedard, we can see some just great combos there. Like I see some good leadership passed down too. Obviously he's no Johnny Taves and the captain, but like it's okay. But yeah, I mean it should be awesome. It should be fun Chi-Town again. It would be really fun to watch. I think it's going to bring some life back into this team, hopefully a little bit. Again, if the kid can stay healthy, that's the question. So it is up to Bedard. It's good recovery time. It is time to prove yourself too. I mean, 75 points this last season. Fantastic. I think you can get higher than that, considering what you just got signed for.
If he plays a whole 82,
it's time to get higher than that.
If he plays a whole 82, he's a 100-point player, in my opinion, especially if they build around him.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
And it's just like you just got to feed him. So it's like, but he's also got to feed himself, I don't know, protein or calcium or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like just something needs to change.
Yeah.
But no, it's like if he can recover well, and I can't remember what the timeline was on that, 3 or 4 months, so you better miss a month of the regular season.
Yeah, not a ton.
So not much, but like still, he cannot seem to get that 82 game season right now. But it's a 5-year contract, so it's a lot of time. Mm-hmm. Still really young, still really immensely talented, and yeah, he was a first draft pick for a reason. So yeah. I mean. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be fun, dude. But you know what I miss about Chicago the most, Carson? Recently, a good Portillo's hot dog and going to a game. Oh my god, that was goated times in Chicago, dude.
I have never been, so I cannot relate.
That is crazy. I don't know if we can post this anymore.
Maybe we make a little trip to Chi-Town for a wild Blackhawks matchup. Maybe we got to make that happen.
But dude, good times. It's such a fun energy in that crowd. I really hope it comes back. And at the end of the day, do I want them to win the cup? No. We all know who wants to win the cup. But would I rather see Chicago win it over the Stars any day?
Hell yeah.
But I think that's all I got to say for that one. Unless Carson's got something else to say, I think we can probably move on.
Yeah, let's keep moving. But definitely exciting for the young kids. So yeah,
absolutely.
All right, another young kid getting a signing here. We got TZ's, the former Duck. There's been a lot of drama between the Ducks and the Flyers. Well, the Flyers definitely probably maybe got a little bit better of a deal here. TZ's putting up 67 points last year and kind of had his quote-unquote breakout year in a sense, trying to prove he can be that kind of, high point player. He's probably going to keep elevating his game. 9.125 million AAV. I feel like that's right where I feel like that's a good contract. That's a great contract.
I would agree. I would totally agree with you on that.
And looking at it like this, it's like, yes, Zegras played 81 games, and I think Leo might have played 70 and still I think they both had 67 points. They might have had the same goals and assist count, too. It was very similar, I know. So very similar in play style. Obviously, T-Zegs did that in probably 10 more games, so Leo might have the edge on him there, but it's like, does that matter when it's an $8 million difference $9 million difference between their contracts? It's like, this is a great contract from TZ's. Kind of shows the character behind the kid and the fact that he understands his worth. I feel like this is I feel like this contract right here is accurate. This would have been a good contract for TZ's, Cutter Gauthier, Leo Carlson. I feel like this contract right here would have fit all those players. And now,
the 10 mil mark.
Yeah, and you're over in Anaheim hearing 15 mil, and 18 mil with Leo. It's like, we're that out of touch with reality right now, guys. It's like, you got Bedard signing 15 mil. Yeah, that's a little high, but we also understand that we're kind of in that contract phase where we're setting a new precedent between what is high pay now. Like, imagine what McDavid's going to get paid when his contract's up, right? It all depends.
Oh God, yeah.
You know, it's timing. It's like, this is the new wave of things, and it seems stupid, but in 5 years from now, that 18 mil contract for Leo Carlsson and the 17 for Kaprizov and the 15 for Bedard, those are all going to be on the, you know, they're going to be probably in the anywhere from 10 to 15 range for the biggest contracts in the league, because McDavid's going to sign 20 plus, and the salary cap's going to keep going up. It's like, these do seem like big contracts, but it's definitely a contract shift. We're shifting higher and higher with that increase in salary cap. Now, don't get me wrong, 18 mil is still like a killer.
That's insane.
That sucks.
It's insane, dude.
That makes it so that it's really hard to pay a lot of other players, especially when you got a guy who wants, you know, 15 mil. It's hard to play two players big contracts, especially when they are like produce like T-Zeegs. I would say he's very similar in the eyes of like Cutter Gauthier, T-Zeegs, Leo Carlsson. They kind of all seem in that kind of realm of similar, you know, they're kind of around the same age, seem like they have the same kind of potential. You know, you could give or take, one or the other might have more potential. That's up to, you know, the fan and who wants to say it. But the fact that they're in that realm of, oh, Cutter wants 15 mil, Leo wants 18 mil, and then T-Zeegs is over here, yeah, I'm going to take 9.125, and helps his team immensely. Philly made it to the second round last year, just like the Ducks did, but I'm much more confident in Philly making it to the second round again and possibly making it to the conference finals compared to the Ducks. I don't even know if the Ducks are going to make the playoffs. I don't.
They lost a lot of talent. Yeah, so we obviously talked about that. But, all I know is McDavid's agent is just rubbing his hands greedily, getting ready to make this next contract.
Oh, my God.
All these new price marks, and he should be. But, no, it's like Carson said, it's just going to keep racing up. But we've talked about, like, the money of it so much. But to speak on Zegras, yeah, I think this speaks a lot to his character. Like Carson said, it's like, you know your worth. If you know your worth, like, yeah, you can always oversell yourself, and that's fine, too. But it's like, again, he is not worth double this at 18 mil.
Yeah.
He's just not. And it's like, he knows that. And let's be so realistic. You're not going to get that, especially with Trevor Zegras. It's, again, I mean, people 2 years ago could have been like, who'd be the highest player in the 2025 or the 2026 going into 2027 season? Leo Carlsson. They would have looked at you and just like laughed. But I mean, yeah, I think it's awesome that he's actually willing to help his team. I agree with Carson on. I think the Flyers can make it way farther than the Ducks can now, because we talked about the loss of talent that the Ducks had from their core and the drain of the team, and they patched it with duct tape, being $18 million. So yeah, I think the Ducks are going to feel it, and I think the Flyers won on this one.
Yeah.
So, but obviously it's not a trade, but I mean comparison. But yeah, I mean. I love watching Trevor Zegras play. He's super, super fun. Obviously, you did the Michigan. He like brought back the Michigan like passes and everything his first year back in.
Yeah, him and Bedard were kind of like that same time period where those young guys were just like doing the mishes in game. It's like
it was fun. That's fun hockey.
So it's like he's like that young like spark to the league that you need. You want that type of play in the league, like those fun plays. And I think he also did like the flip. He might have been the guy who did I think he was the guy who did the flip over the crossbar from behind the net, and his teammate,
the Michigan pass.
Yeah, it was just, you know, it's fun to watch that kind of hockey, because it's like those are really fun plays to watch. So T-Zeegs, I mean, obviously very talented, and who knows where he's going to go from here in Philly. I only assume up, you know, so and the fact that they're getting him at 9.125 for 4 years, I think that's a good contract. That's a great contract. So good for Philly. All right, what do we got next? Oh, yes. Okay, so I don't know if you know much about this, Christian. Won't spend too much time on it.
I cannot say I do, but I think we talked about that.
Spend too much time on it, because it's just like Yzerman steps down. He was obviously in control of everything in Detroit, and the big reason we're touching on this is because how does this affect the Dylan Larkin situation? Well, we don't know. And Dylan Larkin's situation has kind of gone stale over the past month. It was obviously really hot when it first came out, the whole list, and I'm just kind of done with it. It's like, if Minnesota can get him, Minnesota can get him, but I don't. Even though Yzerman's stepping down, he's obviously still in the system as a GM senior advisor or something. I don't know. He's still in the team, obviously. He's been with the organization his entire career. as a player and now is as a GM and a senior advisor. But it's just like it's kind of like, okay, guys, like we get it. No one has the package for Larkin. Maybe you guys are kind of asking for a little bit too much for Larkin, given that he hasn't really ever been like top tier elite centerman. Like he's been really, really good his entire career. Never had a 40-goal season, and it's just kind of like you guys are asking for guys like Matt Boldy, and it's like, what are you talking about? Matt Boldy just had his first 40-goal season at, I think, 20. He's like 24. It's like, no. So Detroit just seems out of touch. I'm kind of done with this. I just wanted to touch on it just to kind of be like, if something did happen, this could be why.
Yeah, no, I'm completely with Carson on this one. It's like, again, I don't know much about like Yzerman. Like, I don't know much about his history. It's like, it's okay, but like, we've been covering the Larkin trade. It's like Carson said, it's like it's so stale. It's been left out in the air way too long, dude. It's like, and again, like they're being so unrealistic. I think with him, like at the end of the day, it's Dylan Larkin, dude. It's not Connor McDavid.
Yeah,
like I'm not saying he's a bad player by any means, of course, but I mean Matt Boldy is such young talent, young raw talent that's been so fresh for us. There's no way we're gonna give him up. No. At least there's no way to me that we would give him up. I could be wrong, but like it's an unfair trade to me. And then, like Carson said, I won't harp on it too much more, so we can move on.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Yep. So, all right, and then so we're gonna move into our two teams that we're gonna predict. Last week we did the Canucks and the Blackhawks. This week we got Calgary and the New York Rangers. We'll start with Calgary because I want to end on a positive note. So. Yeah, Calgary. This is a shit show. I'm just gonna say it how it is. You got one of the worst contracts in the league with Huberdeau. Buddy only had 25 points in 50 games. So again, availability is the best ability in the game, and he's not even available for over 50 games last season. And then on top of that, in those 50 games, he only had 25 points. It's like, and you're paying him 10-5 a year, and it looks like he's got year 4 of 8. Oh my lord! Like, and the problem is no team is ever going to pick up that contract on a trade. So I have a bad feeling he is stuck in Calgary for the time being. So it's up to him to figure that out. But you just look up and down this team, and like their top scorer was Coronado with 45, and then Nazem Kadri had 41. He was 4th on the team in scoring, and he left halfway through the season and went to Colorado. And then, like, that kind of shows you, like, damn.
Yeah.
That's the production.
The hole in the pool, man. Yeah, no, I mean.
You look up and down this lineup, there's not a single positive note other than one player. I'll let you give your thoughts, and then I'll tell them who I think is, like, the one bright spot, but you go ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean, some of these names I know, and it's like, they're a bit older, too. It's like, it's not a lot of young talent on here. I mean, Coronado's he's a refreshing player to watch, but he's no superstar. I mean, like, obviously you got the highest scoring points for the team, which is awesome. But like, again, Nazem Kadri literally had 41 and he left like halfway through, like Carson said.
Also,
so it's like,
mind you, Blake Coleman, who had 35, is now no longer on the team. He is with the Minnesota Wild. It's like, that's your 6th score. It's like they lost like production, and they didn't have production to start with.
Yeah, so it's whatever talent you had, it's like they're on another team now. So, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I think their goaltending's okay. What is it, Dustin Wolf in that?
Yeah, and Wolf is that's who I was going to say. He's their one bright spot. Wolf is a great young goalie, and I think he can step up and make it. But again, it's been proven many times, like, goaltending's one part, but obviously if you don't have any other kind of backing for that, it's...
You can only save 40 out of 42 shots on goal, man. Like, it's just, you got to have the defense there. You got to have the whole core. And looking at their defense.
Oh my God. It's just not good.
It's like, we know who Middleton is, of course.
Jacob Middleton making 4th. Like, that contract was terrible on our books, and we got rid of it. And I'm like, who the hell decided to take Middleton's contract? Obviously, we look back at that trade a couple episodes ago. We fleeced the heck out of Calgary with that. You got Zane Parekh, a young defenseman. He was supposed to do a lot more. He had 9 points in 37 games. Like, that's not terrible as a defenseman, but also, like, you want to see a little more. You want to see a little more. So it's like, who knows? Zane Paret could really have a step up year. He was expected to be a lot better. He didn't do much. Like I said, Wolf. The big thing I think that needs to happen here is Hubert. Obviously, you got a lot of random dudes here who could possibly step up and have career years and make something happen. But Huberdeau, bro, you are making 10-5. You gotta start putting goals in the net, bro. Like, we gotta make something happen here, because you gotta realize you're the player that everyone else is looking at right now. Because and the fact that he's the player that everyone else is looking at is also the problem. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
like, Huberdeau, are we serious? Jonathan Huberdeau is your best player? Oh gosh, yeah. Calgary's a mess, and so I mean, Christian, we can give our floor and ceiling, because I mean, we're just gonna keep shitting on them. There's nothing else to break down here.
I think I even said it last episode though. It's like
You did.
Floor,
You did.
floor bottom, ceiling bottom. Like I think I literally like it's hard because it's like I don't want to shit on any team fully.
Yeah.
But it's like I think their defense is their biggest problem in my world. It's like you look at all the names on that list, any of those good defensemen on the top like 15, 10, there's an asterisk next to those names. You know why? Because they're gone.
Yeah.
So it's like it's who's White Cloud, dude? Like, I mean, like, what is he gonna do? Like, Ball obviously has the highest scoring now. The people that they have still on retention staying there. So it's like,
And that's 18 points in 76 games.
76 games.
It's like,
yeah, it's like
Ollie Mata, the next guy, he's gone. He's on Minnesota. It's like they lost everything.
Oh, and White Cloud's gone too. I didn't even see that fully. But,
Oh, yeah.
We're new rent, but like, so literally all of that. It's like, dude, patch the hole, man. It's like you can have a great goalie, but like I said, you can only stop 45 out of 50 shots on goal, and it's still fantastic, but still 5 goals. So it's like,
Actually,
yeah,
White
floor
Cloud,
ceiling.
I think he is on the team. He might have got traded there. I'm not quite sure, but because this is the current roster. But yeah, keep going on. Yeah, I just want to.
Okay, but yeah, no. To sum it up, floor 8, ceiling 8.
I'll be the devil's advocate here. You know, I'll say floor 8 in the Pacific and ceiling 7 in the Pacific. So for me, Vancouver. Obviously, I think Vancouver. Looking at this roster, and like we were shitting on Vancouver's roster last week, but like looking at this now, it's like, okay, like interchangeable 7 and 8, Vancouver and Calgary, just wherever you want to put them in the Pacific, that's where it is. So for me, floor 8 and ceiling 7, and then whichever one they do end up in, I think Vancouver will be right in the other spot. So
yeah, no, I think they're interchangeable.
Yeah, so I think Calgary definitely has a better chance at getting 8, because they just, again, like at least Vancouver has like Elias Pettersson, and they got Demko, and they got some bright spots. This team, it's like, holy shit. Like, yeah. I saw comments when they posted this on Instagram. They're like, this might be the worst starting lineup I've ever seen in NHL history.
Yeah, this is pretty bad, dude.
Yeah, so.
But I mean, I don't even know where you started to fix this, but we'll maybe do like a repair.
Yeah.
Later on the line, but yeah, we'll leave it at that.
NHL 27. Well, no, NHL 26.
IRL franchise.
We'll do the rebuild. So all right. And then our second team here, we got the New York Rangers, and so this is a little bit more interesting. These guys finished.
Breath of fresh air.
These guys finished. Yeah, these guys obviously were moving from the bottom of the league to the top, and these guys finished last in the Met last year. And the Met was a dogfight last year, so you got to give them some credit in there. They made some moves this offseason. They made some moves, and some guys are going to have to step up next year. Obviously, they said goodbye to Vincent Trocheck. He's over in Utah now. They bring in Pavel Dorofeyev off Dorofeyev's been balling out for Vegas, and he got paid $11 million for the next 7 years with New York. So that's a young guy that they see talent in. I don't know why Vegas got rid of Dorofeyev, probably because they couldn't pay him that much, but you know what? Good for the Rangers. Zibanejad, 78 points last year. He's going to continue to cook. I think he'll be more productive with Dorofeyev on his line. Alex Lafreniere, obviously previous first overall pick, and he is now, finally starting to spread his wings. He had 57 points last year. You expect him to build off of that, As a firmer first round pick, you kind of want him to produce more, and 57 points, I think that's been his best season so far. And it's showing. You got JT Miller there on the second line center, and then when you look at defense, it's like there's nothing crazy, but you got Adam Fox there as one of the top defensemen in the league. And then you got Igor Shesterkin in net. It's like there's a lot to write home about here. Like, this is a good team. I don't know. I mean, Christian, you can give your thoughts, but I feel like it's hard to see how this team ended up bottom of the Met. It makes a little bit more sense knowing it was a dogfight, but I think this team could do something this year.
Yeah, I'm almost gonna have to start like rage baiting Carson on this show because we just have the same mind. I'm finding out, so it's like we say the same thing. But yeah, no, I mean I'm gonna agree with Carson. It's like Fox is a name that's been on there forever. Zibanejad's a name that's been on forever. It's just Shesterkin's been on the team for a long time. I can't remember Gavrikov being on there forever. But obviously they did lose Panarin this year, which hurt. Because that was also a name that's
that's a tough one to lose.
Like,
yep,
that one's tough one to lose, but it's like. I mean, that's not going to be a cataclysmic failure there.
I think Dorofeyev will help kind of patch.
Yeah, I think Dorofeyev will kind of patch that hole. So it's like, yeah, I think almost might be a hot take, but I think they're almost trading up actually in that. So it's like, I mean,
yeah,
Panarin's what? How old is Panarin? I can't remember. Off the top
he's
of my head.
old. He's older. Yeah, because
yeah.
I remember I saw like a chart. It was like a goals for and then age chart, and Panarin was like at the bottom of the goals for, and then he was like highest in age or something, and it was like damn. So he's just reached.
But it's like,
yeah.
I think when you look at the top line, it's like Lafreniere and then like Dorofeyev can look at Zibanejad. I mean, they're 25 and 24. It's like you can look at him for guidance here as that kind of senior leader.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think it's awesome. You can learn from it and go from there. And then Shesterkin's obviously, he's going to hold it down for a couple more years for sure.
Oh, for sure.
And it's like, and Korpisalo is no bad backup. Like, Korpisalo is a good name.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know why this team hasn't really been in contention when I look at it deeper, but it's like, obviously we'd have to watch them full time, of course, to understand.
Yep.
But I don't know. I mean, I honestly could not tell you. I'm sure all the fan base would be like, oh, well, you didn't know this in the old 15 season. Great. I don't, because I'm not in New York. So it's like, but I seriously think they could be in contention. It's like, as long as these players keep performing. I mean, the points list is looking a lot better than Calgary's. I'm just going to say that. So, I mean, Mika Zibanejad putting up 78 points at 33. That's awesome. Yeah. That's fantastic. Yep. Obviously, with 81 games, obviously he probably could, like, compared to other players that would have had a full game season like Bedard. Yeah. But still, 33, top-line center. He can lead those younger guys up and bring them up in their level of play. I mean, Lafreniere got 57 points, 24. Great. Awesome. And it's like Adam Fox, 53 points as defenseman and 55 games played.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Like, if these guys can stay healthy, honestly, yeah, I think they can do something. I mean, I'll give my floor and ceiling right now. Floor-wise, I just can't get myself to say that I think this team will be in the bottom of the Met again. I don't think they will. I think their floor is the 6th place spot in the Met, and I think they could work their way all the way up to 3rd or maybe even 2nd in the Metropolitan. The reason I'm hesitant to say 2nd and even 3rd is because the Capitals got really good this season. The Penguins are still good. The Flyers are young and getting even better. Columbus was on the fringe of making the playoffs last year. It's like, obviously you have Carolina who just won the cup. It's like, there are a lot of good teams. That's why I said it was a dogfight. This team has good players, and they're young players too. So I think that if they can get hot, I think Rangers, I'm going to go ceiling 3rd in the division, and I think floor 6th in the division.
I would say floor for me, 6. Would agree with that one. I'd say ceiling 4. I think, keep it a little realistic, you have all like the powerhouses that Carson just said. If they can keep getting better, I think it's going to have a very, very big time for the Rangers to be in contention for that top 3 spot.
Yeah.
I think that'd be awesome if they could do it. I don't think Carolina's going to slow down. We could be dead wrong about all this, of course. That's the nature of sports. But I'm going to stick with that. I'll probably say 6 and 4.
Yeah.
So,
and
but that's not bad. I mean,
because you're probably going to be more around. You're probably going to be right here when we're looking back. But I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. And I forgot to mention, I didn't even say New Jersey. Like, New Jersey's going to be, they were supposed to be a cup contending team last year, and they just didn't show up. So with the talent on paper, they're going to be back this year. They're going to be ready. They obviously have a great young core. So it's like, yeah, it's a dogfight, but I think they got the guys to hold up in it. So we'll see what New York does. But again, ceiling, you got to remember, ceiling is like, they ball out, and they assert their dominance, and the floor is kind of like, yeah, they didn't take that step. And so I think they have some teams literally don't have the guys to take that step, but this team definitely does. So I think Lafreniere, if he gets better, which he very well could, Dorfiev, if he gets better and has a better season, he very well could. I think Zibanejad can very well put up more than 78 points in the season. I think JT Miller can produce more. I think Adam Fox, if he plays a full 82 games, he's totally going to produce more. So it's like, yeah, this team has a lot of talent here. And then on top of that, like I said earlier, you got Igor Shesterkin, one of the best goalies, if not the best goalie in the league, in the back, holding down your net. So
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if I really have much else to say about him either. I totally agree.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, I think those are good takes. Like I said, news is slowing down. We said at the beginning. And yeah, again, apologize for the no camera, the void talking. But it should be back next episode.
No worries.
But yeah, I'll do my little sign off and I'll hand it off to Carson. But no, yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be a really fun season. I'm really excited to watch Chicago. That Patty Kane news was really fun to see.
Yeah, might have to get a Patty Kane jersey.
Dude, just throwing it back, but like throwing it back, yeah, yo. But just to throw it back. No, it's not much better. All right, I'm gonna keep going. But no, it should be really fun. There's been a lot of fun trades. I don't know if it's gonna be functional trades, but fun. So
yeah, that's a good way.
That's a part of sports too, is having fun with it and living that traditional life. I mean, again, Chi-Town, got a party, dude. The goat's back in town. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think that's all I got to say. Yeah, we should hopefully have another episode out next week as long as everything goes smoothly with my move and stuff. So, but I will let Carson wrap us up.
Yeah, just want to say thank you guys for everything. Like, we're already to 19 subscribers, and like I know that's such a small amount, but like to us that's awesome. Like every time we see that subscriber count go up, it's just like it's huge for us. We love that. Like we really appreciate the support because, I mean, as much as this is a hobby for us, it is still something that we're trying to grow, and we would like to have some kind of platform one day. And so it's kind of like a dream that we're just kind of, testing out to see how it works. So for all of you
watering the plant, dude.
Exactly. So for all of you that like the content and subscribe and just kind of, even the people that comment on our reels, it's like, it's still just like interacting, and that makes it worth it in the end. So I just want to say, thank you to everybody who has been supporting us. And yeah, so thank you for tuning in to episode 6. Well, like Christian said, we should be back here in a week, pending hopefully there's more news coming out.
Sir.
So we'll see y'all later. Goodbye.